Welcome back. So we have dependency up and running. Dependency injection is working like a charm. We also have the first GET request. Let's make the next one, which will be our POST request. And let's just talk a little bit about how we make a POST request. Again, remember the POST request was the one that was talked about for creating something new. And in this case, I want to be able to create a video. And actually here we could put in that this is for reading. And in this case, it's read all videos right now. We'll change that later with a couple of filters. But for now, just read all videos. Now the create, we are going to add as a post, so it's going to be an HTTP post right here. And let's just try and make the method so it makes sense. So we'll call it public because it needs to be public available. Let's just say it's going to return the video it just created, and it's going to, as I said, be a post right here. You can call it anything. We can also call it create video. It's really up to us what we want to call the request right here. And the final thing we need to do is explain what we're going to pass in from the outside, and we're actually going to pass in the video that we want to create right here from the outside. Now if we want to be more specific on where we pass this video in, it's actually going to be passed in from the body. So we can call this from body right here, meaning that we are going to get that video from the body in the request. Again, if you guys remember previous videos where I talked about inside the envelope, the request, there's a body area that's kind of hidden from the postman. Well, in there, that's where we're going to place the video in something called JSON. So let's just say by passing in JSON in the body. And we'll talk more about JSON next video, but this lesson, let me just try and show you what it's actually all about. When we get a video in here, and again, notice, as I said, the job for the web API, the most important job is to take the good old HTTP request and convert it into something that's C# in our case, since we're working the .NET framework. Now, it already did that for us. First of all, it figured out that since we need to call the API/videos, we're going to hit at this controller right here. And also we know, because it's a POST request we're going to do, we know that we are going to hit this method right here. But not only that, we're also going to now in the future know that when we have something from the body, it'll just take JSON and convert it, which is just the text. It'll convert that text into a video object for us that we can use directly inside our code. Happy days. So what we can do is actually we can say return, ask the service right here to do a job for us. It can also create videos right here. And what does it need to create a video? Well, it needs a video. We're done. Happy days. That's all I had to do, again, because all the logic on creating videos, don't worry, later on I'll show you some other examples, but all the logic of creating videos has been moved down to the domain area, so they know how to create videos, and I don't have to worry about it up here. All I need to figure out is, and let the HTTP request be converted into C# right here, so that it's a video from the body, and then it'll create the video. And right now my create actually returns a video, meaning that the return will now be a video converted back to JSON inside the HTTP response. Isn't it amazing? It's so amazing. So let's try and see this in action. I'll just restart my server. There we go. And now I should be able to actually start creating videos just like I could from my console app. So let's try and jump to the browser, Swagger right here. I'll just refresh the page to get that post request in there. I'll just expand it, and notice if I try this out now, you'll see it auto-generates right here a small JSON document for me. Now JSON is JavaScript object notation. We'll have a look at it next lesson, but just think of the curly brackets as an idea that this is going to be an object. It has an ID. I don't want to send that right now. It has a title, a release date, a storyline, some kind of genre, which is also an object. Let's just get rid of that for now and just show you a very simple example. I'll send in the title of Worms, the movie, and I'll also send in a storyline of Worms shown in a movie. There we go. And now we'll try and send this request right here to the backend. I'll execute it, and you'll see my responses. First of all, I hit the URL of the server /API/videos. It's a post request, and right now the response body will tell me that you just created a new video. Here's the title, here's the release date, and the genre was null. It'll also tell me it went okay. You get back a 200 success code for now, and everything seems to be running. Let's actually see now if we do the get now, if there's actually videos in there. Let's try it out. Execute the get request. And there we go. We get back an array with a single video right now, meaning the get request also works. Let's actually make a sequel to this worms right here. We'll make number 2, and we'll also add word showman movie 2. I'll execute it, and now there should be 2 movies available. So if I go back to the top and execute the get request, baboomy, we have 2 videos available. Happy days! Everything's just running. So that's how easy it is now to start expanding the web API. Now, a lot of things are going on right here that we haven't talked about yet. So we'll just stay here for a little while in the next lessons and talk a little bit about how the response body gets there. How do we actually get data like JSON? What is that all about? How does that pass into the web API and stuff like that? And then we'll just keep expanding this beautiful setup right here to have some more fun. So that's it for this lesson. See you next time. Bye.